How's it going, guys, and welcome back to another episode of the Farming Diary. So, in today's episode, in terms of the farming, we still have to do the cultivating, or finish the cultivating on the field behind those trees over there. And after that, we'll have to do quite a bit of rock picking over there. So we've got a little rock picker in the shed over here. So we'll grab that and do some rock picking. And after that, I would say we're probably ready for seeding. So then we'll get into that. So that is the plan in terms of farming. In terms of the diary side of things, I sort of want to elaborate a little bit on a few points that we sort of came into in the previous episode. So the previous episode we did the Q&A, and there was just a few things in there that I wanted to sort of expand on a little bit that wasn't probably very clear, because we are sort of time limited, I guess. So the tractor is still pretty much exactly where we left it, where we finished the previous episode. So we'll just leave the pickup here and we'll head over and grab that. So yeah, we might as well get straight into it. And there we are. So the first thing that I wanted to talk about was the question, which was, and I need to read this, is it easy to post 3 videos a week, and is it worth it? And my answer to that was basically no, it's not worth it. And no, it's not easy. So, no, it's not easy is self-explanatory. It's not easy to have a full-time job and post 3 videos a week. Especially because they are complicated videos. They're complicated to record, they're complicated to plan, they're complicated to prep for, and they're complicated to actually edit. So, everything about it is just very time-consuming and very complicated. So, what I didn't elaborate on, or didn't actually talk about at all, is I said that it's not worth it. And at this point, it isn't. Like, financially and the time that it takes and everything, it's absolutely 100% not worth it. Why? Why do I do it then? That is what I never answered, and I probably should have in the previous video, because that question probably came up for a lot of people, is if it's that difficult and not worth it financially, why am I doing it then? And the answer to that is very simply because I genuinely love it. I absolutely do. So it really is, at least at this point, 100% financially not worth it. But what is worth it is the feedback that I get from you guys. So fair enough, my videos only get about 100 or 200 views per episode, which I have to say is a lot more than what they were getting a month or two ago. A month or two ago I was lucky if I hit 50. At this point, we're almost consistently, very quickly hitting around the 150, 200 mark, which is amazing, because I said to Monique a few weeks ago, my goal at the moment in terms of views is to hit triple digits on all of my videos within 24 hours. And at the moment, the last few videos that went out has hit triple digits within the first 6 hours. So thank you. That is absolutely freaking amazing. You guys have absolutely smashed it, and that makes it worth it. So again, financially, it really isn't worth it. But I genuinely do absolutely love making these videos, and eventually financially it probably will be, because the channel has been growing quite consistently. Not quickly, definitely not quickly, but consistently. The channel has never sort of gone backwards. It's always gone forward, even though it's just been slow progress. So eventually it probably will be financially worth it. But at this point, it doesn't matter too much to me. I mean, the only reason I would want it to do really well financially is because I would love to do it full time. I would absolutely, that would be the best job for me in the world, is being able to do YouTube full time. That would honestly, if I could be anything that I wanted to be in life, absolutely anything, I would want to be a YouTuber. I would want to make these videos for you guys in real life. Although I would want to make some other videos as well, not just the gaming stuff. I would like to do some vlogging stuff, but we'll get into that in a little bit because that's actually one of the other questions that I want to cover. But yeah, so basically, is it worth it? No. Why do I do it then? Because I really, really do enjoy it. And like I say, you guys are just freaking amazing. So I know the channel isn't huge and the views aren't massive and the subscribers, we don't have millions of subscribers. And, you know, we're making €2 a day, not 200,000. I don't know if any YouTubers make 200,000 a day, but probably. But it really doesn't matter just because you guys are freaking amazing. Like, honestly, the feedback on the videos and stuff lately from you guys have been so freaking good. It's just been absolutely amazing, and I genuinely mean this, that it really makes me happy to read my comment section. It's so nice. When I feel down and I feel just not good, I would just go read the comment section on my channel. And I think very few YouTubers in the world can say that, because I've seen the comment section in most YouTube channels and it's not a nice place to be. Where here, you guys are just freaking awesome. I mean, I would literally go to my comment section if I don't feel good, because it would make me feel so much better. So yeah, I mean, for those who are here, I do this for you guys, and I really do appreciate you guys, all of you. So yeah, that's why I do it, because I love it and I enjoy reading the comments from you guys, and that's why I started live streaming. So for those of you who don't know, I recently started live streaming again. Unfortunately, I just don't have the time and stability at the moment to have a streaming schedule, so it is very spontaneous. I was supposed to stream tonight. I was planning on streaming tonight. I didn't say anything, but I was planning on streaming tonight, but I'm trying to get a new series going at the moment, so sneak peek for you guys watching this. I'm trying to get a new series going. I can't tell you what it is because I want it to be a surprise. But I recorded the first episode, I edited the first episode, and then I started uploading the first episode last night after I edited. And I went to watch it because I watch every single video before it goes live on the channel, and it just didn't work. It just didn't work. So I canceled the upload and I have to re-record the whole thing. So yeah, unfortunately we're gonna have to wait another week for that series. So that series is gonna alternate with this series, the diary series. So 1 week on a Wednesday you'll have this, and the next week on a Wednesday you'll have the other one. And so yeah, unfortunately that didn't work out, and I am so excited for the new series because it's just gonna be really good. I invested quite a bit of money into it as well, in the form, oh, that's not dropped down, so I just drove around here picking up absolutely nothing. So I invested quite a decent amount of money into it, to be fair, in terms of music, because I want the music in that series to be really good. And don't worry, that music or some of that music is gonna translate sort of into, or transfer into, the roleplay series. So there's some new music and stuff coming to the roleplay series and some new ideas. for the roleplay series as well, which I want to do. So more stuff coming there. But yeah, so I'm quite invested in terms of time and I guess money into this new series, and it's sort of going to be a recurring mini series. So we'll sort of do a mini series and then we'll do another mini series, and it'll just be sort of, yeah, this weird recurring mini series type thing. But we'll see when it gets there. Hopefully next week, Wednesday, that'll be out. So apologies, even though no one really knew it was coming. It was supposed to be today, if you're watching this today. So on the day that this goes live, it was supposed to go out. So yeah, basically last night I just realized that it's not working and I have to re-record it, and I have to do the editing differently for the series to actually work, and I just didn't want to put out something that I'm not completely happy with. So I thought that's fine, I'll just cancel it. I went to bed because it was already like 11 or something, and at the moment it's already 8:30 as well, so I'm having a bit of a late night again tonight. But that's okay. I'm not working tomorrow, so that is okay. But yeah, so I was supposed to live stream tonight, but my schedule just sort of got thrown a bit, yeah. And also I got home a little bit late because we had sort of a unofficial meeting with the boss man. So that was good, just got some stuff sorted out. And I also possibly, I'm not sure yet, but possibly broke my thumb today. So I'm keeping an eye on it. I'm not 100% sure. It might just be like I don't know, a fracture. I don't know. I don't know what the deal with it is. I've broken a lot of things in my life. A lot. Like, I've broken my arms between the two of them like 9 times or something. I've actually lost count, but I think it's about 9. So I know what it feels like to break something. And I'm pretty sure I broke it. At work, I had a bit of a small accident. That's not what the meeting was about. He doesn't know that anything happened. But yeah, I just had a bit of an incident at work, sort of on my own, and I'm not sure, so I'm just sort of keeping an eye on it. I don't want to sort of like get it checked out and spend a whole bunch of money and everything on it if I'm not sure. So I'm just checking it. It's not too badly swollen and all, but anyway, that's not important. I'll keep an eye on it. If it doesn't look good by like tomorrow, then I'll get it checked out. But for now, it's fine. Anyway, so that covers basically all of that. So for those watching this, yeah, there's a new series coming next week. If you're watching this sort of before that. But anyway, so the next thing I wanted to talk about, let me get my little list here, is what are your short-term goals in real life, IRL? So again, we briefly touched on this, and there's not that much that I can elaborate on it, but I thought that I would just a little bit. So my short-term goals in real life, actually, you know what? I think we covered that well enough in the other episode. What we didn't really cover well enough is my short-term goals on YouTube at the moment. So let's swap that one around and just go to the short-term goals on YouTube at the moment. So this is something that I just sort of briefly want to touch on. Is at the moment, let's say my short-term goal was not long ago to get triple digits on every video within 24 hours, and you guys are absolutely smashing that and getting it within about 6. So that's fantastic. So I think my next short-term goal in terms of views is to get 1,000 views per video within the first week. So if I can get consistently 1,000 views per video within a week, that would be freaking amazing. That would be my goal in terms of views at the moment. And then in terms of subscribers, I would like to get to 10 subscribers a day. That would be sort of my short-term goal, is 10 subscribers a day on the channel. So that is something that I just wanted to sort of throw in there real quick. Short-term IRL goals, yeah, we sort of covered that, so we'll skip over that one and not waste any time on that. So let's carry on to the next one, which is a little bit different, which is long-term goals in real life. So this we sort of touched on very briefly, but I wanted to get into that a bit more because, yeah, there's actually a lot that I want to do. But specifically, long-term goal, first thing is I want to do YouTube full-time. So don't get me wrong, I'm enjoying my job and all that, but we're talking long-term here. Long-term, I would love to do YouTube full-time. I would love to just create content, put out a video every day, live stream like 3 or 4 times a week. I really enjoy the live streaming, so I would do that pretty much every day, no problem at all. I would like to, with the live streaming, get into some other content. I think my channel would probably predominantly stay, or at least for the moment, probably completely stay Farming Simulator. I think it just works really well at the moment. Eventually, when the channel gets big, then I might sort of broaden it up a little bit. But you would have to have, like, I don't know, I probably wouldn't bring too much other stuff into the channel until I reach like 100,000 subscribers or something like that. Something that, yeah, and then I don't know, it'll have to be relevant. But the thing is, in live streaming, you can sort of kind of do a bit more of whatever you want. So I would like to get a bit more into racing and things like that. With the live streaming, get back into iRacing and all of that sort of thing. So yeah, long term, I would like to do more live streaming, put out more videos, maybe a video every day again. I did do that at one point, but yeah, that would be sort of probably my long-term goal in terms of the YouTube stuff, and what I want to do. But then along with that, I really do enjoy vlogging, but I don't really have anything to vlog about at the moment. And that's where it comes down to what I said in the Q&A, is I would love to live on a small farm. I would like to buy a farm. It doesn't have to be a massive thing. And I would like to vlog just about all of it. I would ideally like to buy something where the house is decent, but it needs work. Because I would really enjoy doing a long-term sort of vlog of a renovation type thing. And just everyday stuff, like get a little tractor and get a skid steer maybe. And I would love if the property had like a little forest area, and then also like either a river or a pond or something. I just like water, so some sort of body of water on it would be great. But if you have a little forest thing, then you can go in there with your little tractor and your skid steer and just sort of clear out the dead branches and sort of go in with your chainsaw and stuff and just trim the dead branches of the trees and stuff, and then get that all loaded up and get it taken into the shed. So I would love to have like a big shed, but like a big shed where you can like put a car inside, among other things. I mean, it has to be like a big shed. I would like to have like a car lift in there so that I can put a car in there, lift it up and sort of get underneath it and all of that good stuff. Because if I had space like that, I would probably always have projects going. So it would either be like completely redoing a boat. I don't know why I want to do this, but I would love to buy an old boat and just completely renovate this thing from start to finish and just put it back to like its original form. I don't know why I want to do this, but I want to do this, and I've wanted to do this for a long time. And then project cars, I would probably have many of them. Sort of not at the same time, probably, unless I've got a lot of money. But even if I just have one at a time and sort of Same thing, renovate them, get them sort of back to original form. I like classics, so I would like to take sort of like classic cars that needs a bit of TLC and get them back to their like former glory, and yeah, just have all of these project cars going, and even like side by sides, and like I say, a boat or whatever, and just have this workshop where I can work on like cars and projects, and have a car lift in there, and have like a metal fabricating area, and then a wood fabricating area, and then sort of your general work area and stuff. I mean, I know that sounds like you need a massive shed, but it doesn't actually have to be that big to have the space. And then I would like to sort of corner one bit off and just have like a gym in there, because I really miss going to the gym, which is weird because I hate going to the gym, but not because of the exercise. I just don't like a gym. I don't like, I don't know. I don't know why. It's sort of like I've had a gym membership for most of my life, but I just don't like the gym. I like the exercise, but I don't like the sort of vibe and the environment and everything. So, yeah, I don't know. I just don't like to feel like people are looking at me, which is weird because I would live stream and literally that's just people sitting looking at me. But yeah, I don't know. It's just different. I just don't like the vibe of a gym. So I would like to have sort of like a well-equipped home gym, and in a shed like that would probably be pretty ideal. But yeah, so I would like to sort of have this sort of farm area and have a shed where I can work in and have projects and all of these sort of things, and then have stuff to do outside. I would like to have sort of my own vegetable gardens and stuff like that, probably just for own use. It probably wouldn't be for like produce or to sell or to make money off, and have some like free range chickens and things like that, and it'll all just be for our own use, and try and be sort of as self-sustainable as it can be. Have a nice proper solar system installed, and yeah, I mean, I don't know, I just sort of want to do, I know I sort of touched on it briefly in the Q&A, but basically homesteading, I guess is what it comes down to. But I would freaking love to do that. Like, I don't care for having a big fancy massive house. Like I say, if I buy a place like this, it would probably put me off if I found a property and it had a really nice house on it. And I know that sounds stupid, but it would probably put me off if there was a house that needed no work. That would annoy me. I would probably ask them if they can sort of break it down a little bit and, you know, make it look worse, and then we can talk about it. But yeah, I want something that's a bit of a fix-me-up type thing, because then I can sort of get in there and do what I want to do, where if you buy something that's really nice, then you're a lot more reluctant to touch it. So yeah, I would like something that just needs a lot of work. And as I say, I don't care for having a big fancy massive house, and you know, I don't know, I would rather drive a 1960s bullnose Mini than drive a BMW X5. I don't know, that's just me. So I would like to have like classic cars and all of these little projects and stuff going, and just a house where I can sort of do work, and have a farm sort of area where I can just do work and vlog everything, absolutely everything. Just vlog all of it, when I'm building stuff, or when I'm repairing stuff, or when I'm fixing stuff, and when I'm doing whatever, just sort of messing around with stuff, vlog everything, and just have fun. And I would love to do that. If I could just do that, just full time, just make videos, on like farming simulators, live stream on anything I really feel like, and then do vlogs and stuff on my own property. And yeah, that's basically my long-term goal. I don't care for having millions of dollars and, you know, big houses and Nissan GTRs. I mean, I like a Nissan GTR as much as the next guy, but would I buy one? Probably not, to be fair. I mean, I've got a Toyota Auris, and that thing freaking stresses me out. What would I be like with a GTR? I would never sleep. I would be a nervous wreck. So no, I probably wouldn't ever own like expensive cars and stuff like that, because I really couldn't care. I think also with stuff like that, an expensive car is probably exciting for the first week, and then it's just like, okay, I'm over it. then it's probably more hassle than what it's worth. So yeah, I would sort of look at them. Probably would never buy them. I'd rather just have a nice classic car or something like that. But yeah, so that is my sort of long-term goal explained, is to have basically a simple life, doing YouTube and live streaming, and maybe have some businesses running on the side that go hand in hand, like merchandise and things like that. And Monique and I have got a few business ideas that we would like to sort of get into eventually, but we can't do it now because we don't have the time. So maybe we'll get into some of those businesses. They're not like big businesses. They're not $1 million idea businesses. They're just like nice to have on the side businesses that we'll probably try and get into at some point. But again, we'll need a lot more time. You couldn't be full-time employed and do them. So for the moment, they'll just be on hold until the day comes that we are not full-time employed, or at least I'm not. I don't know what Monique will do. There's a little dot right over there. Ah, it needs rolling. That little bit there needs rolling. Yeah, we're not going to do that. But yeah, so I just sort of want a nice, simple, easy life, homesteading and making videos and messing about on my farm. And I know that sounds probably, I don't know, maybe that's what everyone wants. I don't freaking know. Maybe, I don't know. Well, hopefully I'll get there someday. Whether we will, I don't know. But that's sort of my goal. We're just talking goals here. I'm not saying we will get there, but I'm hoping we will. Right, what was the other thing I wanted to talk about? I think there wasn't much more. Oh, there was one. What does your perfect studio look like? So I've touched on this briefly, and I just wanted to sort of explain that a little bit better. Is what I said in the Q&A is I would like to have sort of a PC in the middle with a big table, and then have a racing rig on the one side, and then a sort of gaming rig on the other side. And I had a big table like this back in South Africa before we moved here. Basically, I bought a kitchen top and just bolted it to the wall and got some of these sort of pre-made desk feet things that are stainless steel, and got that in the front. So yeah, it just looked nice and neat, and it was a nice big table. And I mean, I had triple 27-inch monitors. Well, actually, I had quad. I had 4 27-inch monitors on that setup. So 3 next to each other and 1 above the middle one. So that was quite a big setup, and it took up a lot of space. In fact, it took up most of the desk. But the room that I'm in at the moment that has become my studio is where I want to put the desk in is 3.5 meters wide. So I can put a massive desk in here. So eventually you'll actually take part of that desk out, because if you put a proper racing rig in, then you'll have monitor stands or a monitor stand for it. Where, let's just check this field. It doesn't need anything else, does it? No. So you'll need like a proper monitor stand for it then, where now you don't, I guess. Because I'm gonna build sort of like a home built sort of rig type thing, and just have the monitor stand on a table, and the rig will sort of slide under the table to get it close enough to the screens. So that's sort of the plan at the moment. So I need a full-size desk for it, and hopefully I'll be able to order that tomorrow, because I wasn't able to find anywhere that could actually do this, or any place that actually sells this. I mean, I'll put the thing in myself. I don't have an issue with that, but I couldn't find anyone that actually sells them. And then the other day I thought, home-based, they do kitchens, they might sell the thingies, the tables or tops by themselves, and turns out they do. And they've got a nice one there. The problem is the waiting, like the lead time on it is 4 weeks. So I'm going to try one other place tomorrow that I haven't tried yet. So hopefully they have something, but if they don't, then I'll just order that one. So it's sort of the first step towards that. Obviously I don't have the monitors or the equipment or anything, but at least it's sort of like one step in the right direction. I'll have a nice desk. I'll just still have everything as one unit. I can't figure out where I want to start this, and now I'm driving straight into a rock. So yeah, so at least for the moment I will have a desk built, or well, hopefully soon, hopefully not in a month. I'll have that built, and then I want to try and build my racing rig as well, which will just be sort of a home built wooden thing. What do we want to plant here? What can we? We can only do canola right now. Should we? Pricing on canola 5. What do we have on the other field? Canola probably? Yeah, should we just go all canola at the moment? I don't know. But yeah, so basically what I want to do is at least start with something. And hopefully soon I can start building sort of the racing rig. I need to get some wood and stuff for that. But that'll have to wait a little while. But yeah, so that is sort of the plan with that, is I can hopefully soon put in a nice big countertop. And that'll be sort of the first step towards the nice studio thing, and then eventually equipment will have to come along. But we've got a lot of furniture to buy before I can start adding to this. I just want to change this desk, because if I don't, at some point the monitor is going to drop off the back of this desk, and then I'm going to be, well, basically 300 euros out of pocket, because that's going to be broken. But yeah, then I would like to have sort of like just a sofa in here and a nice carpet and some nice stuff on the walls and everything. And I want to have a little tractor collection. So if you've watched the live stream, you'll know sort of behind me there's just a white wall. I want to put sort of one of these checkered block shelving in there and have little collectible tractors in there. But I want to try and find all of the tractors that I've used in some of my roleplay series. So, like a Massey Ferguson and the specific John Deere, was it a 49 series, I think? And yeah, some of the new series as well, and maybe even something like this MB track. We've used this in quite a few places or a few series. So yeah, I want to try and find some of the models of specific tractors that I've used on my channel before. So that is kind of the plan. But yeah, I think that is probably going to be it for today, guys. So that was just a bit of a breakdown of the Q&A. Of stuff that I probably should have gone a little bit deeper in, but that video was already quite long, so I didn't want to stretch it out even more. But we are going to leave it there, so thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed this episode. If you did, make sure to give me a thumbs up, and I'll see you all next time.